enormous performance stress on the firewalls. The other thing about a data center firewall, you must be able to see all of the traffic, including the encrypted traffic. Because what will happen is that the traditional firewall, it does not see what is it when the traffic will pass through. So what does it mean that when the traffic gets to the application layer, it is encrypted, and then when the attacker hits it. So just by having a traditional firewall passing through encrypted traffic, all what we have done is that we have granted the highway access to the attacker's cloud applications. Also, the data center firewall must be able to protect against denial of services attack. It also must be able to protect against application layer attack. And most importantly of all, they must be able to protect against zero-day attack, or quickly react to zero-day attacks. And zero-day attacks are those warnings or fraudulent that we see actually quite often that may be used in the media. What will happen tomorrow? How much is going to be hit? And are we ready actually to protect ourselves against future and ensuing threats? So let's start with the secure and with the remote access. So the whole purpose of providing access to the application services is to keep the bad guys out and let the good guys in. However, once you do that, not only do I have to be able to provide them access, but also they have to be able to know what they're doing. For example, quite commonly this scenario where certain applications and certain services are available only from protected secure environment. And if the same user change the network and try to access from an unprotected device, the actually access is restricted. Also, the number of devices that are coming into the network, how do we actually control it? How do we actually secure that access? How do we integrate third-party service providers? How do we integrate our business partners? All this new demands of the today environment, which include tremendous requirements to work with new access solutions. Also, we have to talk about performance. We have to talk about scalability. Cost also is very important. So we in F5 Solutions are in a unique position to provide all those out of a single unified architecture. And a lot of Asian enterprises today actually have applications, a couple of applications that are using F5 remote access solutions to run access to their application services, either within a country or, of course, across the globe. The other component is protecting against web applications attacks. Now, as we mentioned earlier, 8 out of 10 websites have serious vulnerabilities. 64% of the developers are not confident in their abilities to actually provide secure code. Web applications are found in many large companies remain popular, and breaches are mainly on the web applications. If you remember the Sony hack, when actually what happened is that Sony, the application was breached. All of the anonymous attacks that actually happened last year, a couple of years ago, all those were application exploits. All those hackers that actually breached these major corporations that actually all in the names used exploited vulnerabilities on the application layer. And the one who didn't give the names, probably they were using F5. Now, when you talk about web application solutions, so web application security solutions, that solution sits between applications and the users. And not only just protect against malicious web threats, also provide compliance with the PCI and other standards. Usually it's deployed very quickly. It reacts, adapts to the new attacks. It also improves actually the site performance. It's quite uncommon because the because of the nature of the inspection that needs to be done, a lot of actually problems and a lot of error codes that previously were known, and all of a sudden when they become available, it's not quite common actually developers to use this kind of solutions to troubleshoot the applications. And also easy to support the software lifecycle development. Well, having a solution is one thing, but also you have to be able to integrate with intelligent tools that actually enables you to understand what's happening and how to adapt quickly to the attacks. So, if you just rely on the latest report, on the latest scan, actually you're a little bit behind the curve. And also it's quite expensive to fix applications on the code level. And basically your fix is as good as the last time when you applied the patch. Now, there is a new way to approach that. And another thing that actually is to mention is that there's actually misalignment between the number of the attacks that are happening and the numbers of the bugs that have been disclosed. So in other words, attackers actually they ahead what's happening on the application level, and companies often a little bit behind for the report that they have this without knowing. So, what can we do about it? Well, there are solutions out there that they should go out and scan applications for your services for vulnerabilities. Some of them are such as Gensic, Forces, IBM, and OneTap. And those are actually the top 4 or 5 that actually you see in the market today. Now, what this actual solution does is that they all integrate with F5. So in other words, when attack is detected, the integration policy automatically send the command F5 solutions, which update the policies and apply it. And basically, the attack is happening automatically. The attack is blocked automatically. Now, this is only that's happening in one data center. Now, imagine if you have multiple data centers. Well, another thing actually with complete protection is that our solutions will be able to notify all of your peers across the infrastructure and apply the data policy before even the attacker reaches that infrastructure. And this is level of security that actually we all must consider, because by the time we arrive at an attack, it's already too late. Or nobody wants to hear that actually their site has been hacked from the tomorrow's or from the day's newspapers. We have actually a kind of a promotion going today where we actually offer for the customers 3 free scans. And for our customers that are using our solutions, actually we can help them to implement and integrate with the scanning solutions that actually available for detecting and providing updated security policies protection. Now, attacks are happening all the time. And one of the most common things that actually hackers use today is they have a thing that's called assault networks. Or they actually often change devices they use for attack. Now what you can do about it is that how can you prevent yourself from a hacker if you don't know what's going to hit you? Or in other words, how do you know which one is a legitimate request and which one is a hacking attempt? Because based on most of the current solutions that are available today, they all look the same. Now bear in mind the traditional network firewall protections, the traditional DDoS, level 4 DDoS